An awesome jam-packed video for you today about one of my favorite topics, the dangers of social media. Yep, I could go off on a soapbox about how much I absolutely hate social media. All right, I understand, and I'm going to start this off with speaking about some good things about social media, right? It helps impact people in a positive way. Okay, I could get my message across to a bunch of people, where as if I didn't have it, wouldn't be able to do that, right? So it's good to affect a lot of people in a positive way to get your positive message out there. I'm not arguing that point whatsoever. I know there are some good things about it, all right? So wouldn't want to get rid of it, but on the other hand, I feel that there are a lot of people that are addicted to social media, okay? And it is ruining lives on a daily basis, all right? So we're gonna discuss that today and discuss how to solve this issue, all right? So number one, I'm gonna put it can be good, okay? Well, yeah, put God instead of good. All right, so it can be good. All right, for a few reasons, okay? Spread positive message. All right, share info with people we care about. Right, such as pictures, things like that, pics, etc. Right, that's cool. I mean, I understand that, right? Keep in contact with friends and relatives. I get that, okay? So that's fine with it. I have no issues with this stuff, okay? So it can be good. All right, so those are the positives, right? You know, you're spreading a positive message, you're sharing information with the people that you care about, you're keeping in contact with friends and relatives, could be from college, high school, whatever it may be, right? All right, so that's the good. All right, number two, the bad though, the bad. All right, the bad. Number one, it's becoming an addiction. So I'm going to put it's an addiction. Okay? It's a time suck. Right? It's causing depression and feelings of inadequacy. All right? It's fake. Right? A lot of people put fake bullshit. All right? It's not real. All right? It's people seeking significance. All right? It's an addiction because people are on it 24/7. All right? All right, people seeking significance. It's what else? Used for comparison, keeping up with Joneses, I say everyone, okay? Can be used for bullying. All right. It's taking away I want to make sure I didn't put it up here. Taking away your time, energy, and focus, right? From living your life. From, I'm going to say, taking action. All right? And that means taking action towards your dreams, taking action, creating. This is crushing your creativity, right? It's crushing your creativity. It's causing you to be a fan instead of a player, right? Because you're so interested in everybody else's life, right? So it's causing you to be a fan of everyone, right? I see this too all the time. When it comes to like Facebook or Instagram, someone posts something and you have all your groupies that say, yeah, rah, rah, and all this other bullshit, right? And they're all fake. They are all fake. When push comes to shove, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's mind-blowing to me, and it drives me absolutely insane. It used to drive me really nuts, and I don't give a shit anymore, but it was so sad to see, someone will put up a post and then you have all the cronies that just say, yeah, and it's like, it's their supporting characters, so to speak, and they're all saying the same stupid shit, and they all have the jokers who are the groupies that follow them, and it's a bunch of bullshit. All right, and people post stuff just to seek significance, just to feel good. So it's an addiction because you're posting something, and then what's happening is you're addicted to other people's lives, right? So people are on it 24/7. So it's an addiction to where it's taking your time, number one. Then it's an addiction to other people, number two, right? And it's addiction, number three. So let me write all this out. So your time, right? It's taking away your time, addicted to other people, right? Seeing what they're doing. You're addicted to likes. So likes, comments, all right? All this stuff. Does that make sense? All right? It's causing you to be a fan of everyone instead of you creating your life, right? Fake, I'm going to put fake friends, which I just discussed, / groupies, all right? It's all a joke. When push comes to shove, these people don't have your back. They might on social media. It's kind of funny. Have you ever done the test where you message someone on social media who's been commenting on all your posts or likes your stuff and is like, yeah, Bobby, great job. And then you ask them to do something, you're asked to hang out, or hey, let's go meet sometime, and then it's crickets, right? It's kind of funny. Like, we all know those people. So that's the bad. I mean, look at this, all right? The good is like, what, 3 or 4 things maybe, okay? It's good for groups, business. I'm not denying that. There are some great things with social media. I'm not, opposed to it, but the problem that we're facing here is that you can be a social media king or queen living this fake, ridiculous life, and it just doesn't translate to reality. It's just the way it is, right? I mean, a girl used to go out, dress up, go out to a club, whatever, get significance through speaking with guys or whatever, right? Now a girl just has to post a picture, I mean, it's a totally different society that we live in. So it's causing, social media is causing laziness. Right? And feelings of inadequacy, I put that with depression because people just are seeking, we're meaning-seeking creatures, right? And, a lot of people put stuff up to show off or to seek approval. This really gets me. People that are having issues with their spouse or something like that, or maybe they just got divorced and then they're posting this big long story about how the other person's an asshole and what they did, and then you get all those people that support you saying, yeah, he's an asshole and he's this and he's that, and it's absolutely ridiculous, right? So, there's a lot of bad with this stuff. Another thing, as far as personal safety, stalking / personal safety aspects. What I mean by that is, people know who you are at all times, right? A lot of people use the check-in feature and all this other stuff. So if someone wants to stalk you, they say, Sarah's down here and she's at this place or that place, and it gives you the exact time, place, all this stuff. So yeah, it's easy to stalk people. And the personal safety aspects, a lot of people, and this is hilarious too, people that post vacation pictures when they're away. If someone wants to break into your house and you have your posts on public instead of private, and it's just going to your friends, first off, you might have 5,000 friends that are quote unquote your friends, but you don't know all these people. So you could post that you're out in Jamaica somewhere or Aruba or wherever the heck you are for a week, and guess what? Your house is wide open. Anyone can go there. Maybe one of those 5,000 fake friends that you have, tells someone that they know that, hey, this house is available, go rob it, right? I mean, that stuff happens. That's not a joke. It happens, okay? These professional athletes are away, they're out of town, and, they tweet it, they put it on Instagram, they do all this stuff where you just know because of their schedule, and guess what? Their house is free reign. So, so stalking, personal safety aspects, as far as posting pics from vacation, right? Plus they're stamped with the location, geotagging and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, I get a kick out of that. The pictures, I make it a point not to post pictures when we're away. I do it after we're back. It's just one of those things. I do it for safety reasons. So I was dead against posting pictures when we're away. I really don't like to do that stuff. If it does happen, it's by accident, if my wife posts something, but, we 9 times out of 10, we wait until we're back. So, I mean, look at this stuff, guys. Then you wonder what's wrong with our society, why we're losing creativity, why our attention span is going down the shitter, all right? This stuff is affecting our attention span, right? Right? It's ruining your sleep because you're staring at a blue light. So blue light affecting sleep. Here's another thing, guys. Right, we've gone over this. I'm gonna run out of room. There's so many bad things. What you put in your mind before you go to sleep is one of the most vital times in your life, in your day, to affect your subconscious in a positive way. And if you're putting in social media and all that shit before you go to sleep, you're really not setting yourself up to win the next day, because what are you thinking about? You're thinking about the damn person that's living the life that you wish you had. And you're doing that, why? Because you're comparing yourself to others. Another reason why I don't like competition, okay? The only competition you should have is with yourself, not with someone else. Because, and I was just speaking to my son about this today. When you start comparing, right? My son asked me, well, what are you talking about, Dad? Well, when you're in competition with others, you're comparing to others. So you're putting yourself either below someone or above someone. Not a good idea. right? And I'm not a fan of it. But when you're, addicted to social media, when you're on there all the time making 50 million Instagram posts, 50 million Facebook posts, and you're filming yourself, at like 2 a.m. work and saying, yeah, this is what a hustler does. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you will never see that shit, number one, on my feed. You'll never see that on anyone who's successful. You know why? It's expected. It's what you're supposed to do. Newsflash, all right? Don't do that shit. You'll look like a jackass and people will make fun of you. Plain and simple. I'm getting tired of these fakers who are out on social media, talking about hustle and working hard and all this stuff. You know what? If you were working hard and hustling, you wouldn't be on fucking social media blasting it to the world about how great you are and how you're putting in sacrifice. I see too many of these fucking clowns everywhere. It's annoying, and these people need to be called out. It's just this society that we live in, right? It's a bunch of fakesters who, are entitled, who are on there, running their mouths, showing you like, oh, look at me, I'm working hard. No shit. That's what you're supposed to do, okay? My parents weren't on social media, even if they, they didn't have it back then, right? But I can totally see our parents would never be, touting how they work hard, how my dad was busting his ass welding. I don't see it. I really don't. I put in 22 hours today welding, gas pipe. I don't see that, right? It's just, it's got to be comical to them and sick at the same time. It makes me laugh. I just don't do that stuff. And there's no need. But look at this, guys. Does this not tell you something? I could go on and on and on about social media and how it's just crushing our society as a whole. But what it's doing is it's causing you to be able to win, to get out there and win, because everyone is addicted to this shit. And I tell my kids, when everyone is over here, go this way. If everyone's, drinking, doing drugs on social media, don't do that stuff. Like, if everyone's on social media 24/7 and they're like zombies with critical focus on the smart device, maybe that should give you a wake-up signal to say, maybe I shouldn't be doing that stuff. There's a reason. It's crushing our kids. It's crushing dreams and visions. Number one, kids aren't even going to grow up with visions and dreams because they're too damn busy on this crap. And that's affecting their life in a bad way, all right? And you got to think about that as a parent too, for all of you dads out there. Start thinking about limiting the time that they're on this garbage, all right? So, what can you do? Well, here's a solution. Let's do a quick solution. Okay? Take a break. Number one, disconnect to reconnect. Take apps off phone. Okay? Get out in nature. There's a few things, okay? Start limiting time on social media platforms. Don't check before bed. Or another thing, when you wake up. Or when you wake up. All right? How many of you, before you go to bed, you're on social media, Facebook, okay, for example, or you wake up and the first thing you do is grab your smart device and jump on Facebook or get on your computer and check out Facebook. It's the number one thing, the worst thing you can do, right? Like I said, before you go to sleep is the best time to affect your subconscious. So why not put in some positive things? I did a great video about a night routine. Now, how about the morning when you wake up? First thing you should do, positive things in your mind to set yourself up to win. Did a great video about morning routine, all right? You can check those out, put a lot of time into those. right? These are just some solutions. When you go on vacation, leave your smart devices. Don't bring them with you. Do something else, okay? Start getting comfortable alone, all right? So go on vacation without devices, okay? Start being comfortable alone and quiet. You'd be amazed. Read. Right? You know, have enlightening conversations, things like that. So, I hope that you got some value out of this, that you see how detrimental social media can be to your life. I mean, it's just, it's horrible, right? There are some good. I put the good first, okay? There's some great things with social media. But on the other hand, look at all this garbage. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, right, guys? So, I need solutions. Take a break, disconnect to reconnect. Take apps off your phone. Get out in nature. All right, limit time on social media platforms, or just get rid of these stupid things, okay? Don't check before bed or when you wake up. Go on vacation without them, and start being comfortable alone and quiet, and maybe start reading some more, all right? Start reading some books, all right? I hope this video gave you some value. It's one of those topics that I really get fired up about, especially if you speak to me in person. I can't stand this stuff. And I just see what it's doing. It's destroying America, and I don't like it at all. And I just want us to get back to, you know, to being creative and building and going after a life that you want to live, a life of limitless possibilities, right? Of you evolving, inspiring, being inspired by bigger things, inspiring others, and impacting them along your journey. If you are addicted to this garbage and you see that's a problem, all right, we got to make changes. It's not going to happen overnight. Do an evaluation, a social media evaluation for like 3 to 5 days. Evaluate, you know, just write out how much time you're on these platforms. You will be amazed after 3 to 5 days when you really get down to it and you write down exactly how much time you're wasting on this crap, and it's time that you could be giving to something else, all right? Life is all about time, energy, focus, right? Where we put our attention is where our energy goes, flows, right? So use it wisely. You only have so much of it, okay? So I just wanted this video to help you out. Maybe look at things a little bit differently. Look at your own life and where you can allocate your time and energy. Take it away from this garbage and start putting it into something productive, and you will get out there and win. I promise you, okay? It's easier than ever because each and every day, more and more people are getting addicted to this garbage.